It feels like over the past year, artificial intelligence has just exploded. It's gone from being this kind of niche tech topic to something we're all talking about every single day. And for those of us in the software world, the conversation always seems to circle back to one very big, very personal question.
Yeah, this is it. This is the question that's on pretty much everyone's mind. Developers, testers, analysts, you name it. I mean, you see these incredible new AI tools that can write code or automate things that used to take us ages, and it's totally natural to feel a little bit uncertain about the future. And look, this anxiety isn't just coming out of nowhere, right? We are absolutely bombarded with it. You see the scary news headlines about job replacement, you scroll through social media and see posts showing entire apps being built in minutes. Then you look at the stock market and it's just all over the place every time a company announces some new AI strategy. It's this perfect storm of fast-moving tech and market jitters that makes you feel uneasy.
But let's just pause for a second and look back at history. The jump to personal computers, the rise of the internet, the move to the cloud, every single one of these massive shifts brought the exact same kind of fears. And every single time, they ended up creating whole new industries and tons of new jobs. So instead of panicking, let's actually break down what's going on. Okay, so the first big idea we need to wrap our heads around is what AI is actually changing. And the most important distinction here is between a task and a profession. They are absolutely not the same thing. So, what are these AI tools really good at? Well, they're fantastic at writing all that routine, boilerplate code. They can generate documentation in a snap, help you hunt down bugs, and spin up tests. Basically, they automate all those repetitive processes that we all have to do. An AI assistant can just make those things happen so much faster. But now, pay close attention to what's not on that list. An AI doesn't get the subtle, nuanced problems of a business. It can't make those really high-level architectural decisions or design a truly complex, secure, and reliable system from the ground up. That stuff, that takes human judgment, creativity, and a really deep understanding of how things work in the real world. AI is here to speed up the work. It's not here to get rid of the thinker. And this is the main takeaway right here. This is the whole thing in a nutshell. AI is a tool, a very powerful tool, that automates specific tasks. And that frees up us humans to focus on the higher level creative work that really defines what a software engineer does. So if the big battle isn't you versus some machine, then what is it? Who are you actually competing with? This is where we have to make a really fundamental shift in how we see things. This one slide pretty much reframes the entire conversation. The old way of thinking, the fear, was this simple human versus AI showdown. But the new reality, the real competition, is between a professional who embraces and uses AI tools and one who doesn't. And why is that? Well, it's because the productivity boost is just massive. A developer who really masters these new AI tools as collaborators can work 2, maybe even 3 times faster than they could before. In an environment like that, who do you think companies are going to prefer? The threat isn't the technology itself. The real danger is getting left behind by everyone else who's adopting it. Okay, so you might be thinking, whoa, this is all happening so fast. Do I even have time to catch up? And the answer is a definite yes. I know the headlines make it seem like an overnight revolution, but the reality inside big companies is a whole different story. Think about the giant enterprises. We're talking banks, insurance companies, governments. These places run on huge, super complex legacy systems that were built over decades. You can't just unplug those and plug in something new. There are super strict compliance rules, incredibly careful risk management, and the massive challenge of training thousands of employees. Adopting AI in a way that's safe and actually effective, it just takes time. And here's the crucial point in all of this. This transition is going to be an evolution, not some overnight apocalypse. And that slower, more gradual pace creates a real window of opportunity for all of us to adapt, to learn these new tools, and to upgrade our skills. All right, so we've broken down the situation. Now, let's get super practical. What should you be doing right now to not just survive this shift, but to actually thrive in it? Here's a clear 5-step action plan you can start today. First, start using AI tools every single day. Make them your partner. Second, don't just play with them. Build real projects. Nothing beats hands-on experience. Third, go deep on domain expertise. Become the person who really understands an industry like finance or healthcare. 4, double down on your human skills: communication, collaboration, creative problem solving. And fifth, start moving towards system-level thinking. Understand the architecture, the big picture, not just the little lines of code.
You see the strategy behind all these steps, right? It's really simple. It's about consciously moving yourself up the value chain. You're focusing your time and energy on the complex, creative, and strategic stuff that machines are just nowhere near being able to replicate. And we've seen this exact same movie before. Just think about it. When spreadsheets first came out, did we get rid of accountants? No way. Spreadsheets just eliminated all the boring manual ledger work, and that allowed accountants to evolve, to become higher value financial analysts and advisors. That's the exact same kind of evolution that's happening to software right now.
So what's the final verdict here? The future doesn't belong to the machines alone, and it definitely doesn't belong to the people who try to ignore them. The future of our industry will belong to the people who master the art of collaboration, the ones who learn how to work with these incredibly powerful new tools. So let's end this by going back to that very first question, but let's reframe it. Instead of asking, will AI replace me? A much more powerful and much more useful question is this: how can I use AI to make myself more valuable, to make myself indispensable? Now that is the question that unlocks the massive opportunity in this whole transition, and that is a journey you can start on today.